Nets Nation. What's good, Nets Nation? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up, everybody? What's good, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, tough loss, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of like this game. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie. I like this game because, like I said, we're down half our team again, and it was just a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It was a struggle. Now let me break down what really happened to this game because a lot of people are going to see the score and think, oh, the Nets, they did bad, da, 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 da. But it was actually like we actually fought hard in the end from that fourth quarter. We actually fought hard to come back, and that's what I was really proud of in this game. You know what I'm saying? Now we were bad defensively, especially in that third quarter. I think the Raptors shot 54% from three. They went 7 for 13 in that third quarter. Again, it was terrible, terrible defense. I know it was. Brooklyn was just terrible defensively. We were just giving up open threes. You can't give the Raptors open threes like that. Again, they're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. Look at their NBA stats, yo. They're top five, I think, or in three-pointers made and efficiency, something like that. So you can't leave them open at the three-point line. You know what I'm saying? You can't leave them open. So again, that third quarter, we got outscored 36-23 in that third quarter. That was huge because we started off so hot. Joe Harris started off 4 for 4 from three. Kyrie was hot. That first quarter, the Nets started off hot, and it was looking good for us. Second quarter, we were still a little bit hot. Then they tied it up going into the half. Third quarter is where we struggled. You know what I'm saying? It's where we just gave up defensively. We were just not making we weren't, no effort. We didn't close out on shooters. We were just leaving them wide open, taking threes. Again, they shot 54% from three. You can't do that in the third quarter. Now, the fourth quarter, right? We went 22 for 22. So we evenly matched them in the fourth quarter. I loved how we fought back. We cut it to 4, right? We cut it to 4 with 2 minutes left. Good defense in the fourth quarter. I'm not gonna lie. The fourth quarter we turned up on defense. We cut it to 4 with 2 minutes left. Now, and the thing with the roster, right? The roster right now, I just think we couldn't win with the roster we have right now. We couldn't. We only had, what do we have, 8 players deep? Because notice how Steve Nash didn't play Blake Griffin like the whole third quarter and fourth quarter. Like Blake Griffin was done for the night. So when I saw DeAndre Jordan in that last fourth quarter, I was like, okay, DJ, that's not gonna work. I'm like, where's Blake Griffin? But I guess Blake Griffin was done because he's on restricted minutes. Even though he played the back to back, he's still on restricted minutes, which makes I'm like, come on, son. So that's not gonna help us. That's not gonna help us. So I'm like, Blake Griffin's done. So Blake Griffin's done for the night. All Steve Nash has had, what Steve Nash had, like 7 players left, 8 players left, all like 8 players to use. You know what I'm saying? So again, we're undermanned. You know what I'm saying? We're undermanned. And then I'm looking at when Kyrie cut it to 4, with 2 minutes left, I'm looking around, right? And Bruce Brown, we can't get a bucket. It's nobody else but Kyrie can create his own shot. And that's hurtful. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna start the Raptors were smart. They double in Kyrie. If you watched the Raptors tonight, they left Bruce Brown wide open on that 3-pointer. Like they left him wide open, and they put a man to shadow Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? They put a man there to shadow Kyrie. So they were leaving Bruce like, okay, go ahead, Bruce, do whatever you do, and then shadowing Kyrie like in the off-ball action. So that hurts too. So it's like Kyrie's cut it to 4 with 2 minutes left, and he looks around and nobody's helping him. Shamit's off. DJ got, I don't know why DJ's in running around doing nothing. And then Bruce Brown really can't make a shot. Bruce Brown's not a shooter. He can't create his own shot. So it's like, it's just our roster, the way the team is right now with our injuries and people out. There's nothing we could have really done. You know what I'm saying? But I was just happy to see that we fought back. I was just happy to see that we fought back in the game. I saw a lot of people panicking in the Nets chat. I saw y'all like panicking, like, "Oh, it's over and it's not done." Like, there's no reason to panic in this game. Like I said, we cut it to 4 with an undermanned team with 8 players on the team. We cut it to 4 with a fully healthy Raptors team, which is a decent. They're decent. You know what I'm saying? They're still in the play-in. They're top 10 defense and they're top 5 3-point shooting team. So it's like, we still cut it to 4, and that you gotta give the Nets credit for fighting. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody that's in here. Let me read some comments. Yeah, it wasn't a bad loss. Yeah, yeah. Shout out Aaron Brahane. It wasn't a bad loss. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why everybody was panicking and going crazy. I'm like, this was not. It was like, if you really watched the game, it wasn't that bad of a. I mean, there's a lot of things we could have done better, but again, like the way the roster is right now, we didn't have enough to win. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie can't do it by himself. Somebody else got to be able to create their own shot. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said no excuse for Harris and Shamet though. They was lights out. Yeah, they did. Well, the Raptors did a good job for. They did a good job. They saw Harris was going crazy, and they cut Harris off quick. Like that second half, they made sure Harris. They made sure Harris was done. You know what I'm saying? They make sure Harris is done. And like I said, it's not rocket science to shut Harris down. But usually when we have our full team, it's harder to shut them down because you got to worry about everybody else. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out Nets Nation. Shout out Nets World. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm gonna call the Discord in a few minutes. Let me shout out whoever's in here. Shout out Nicholas, King Tom, Knowledge, what's good? Caesar, yo, what's good? Grace, Firestorm for Life, what's up? Katukuri, what's up? Joey SP, what's good? What's going on? No Clips, what's up? Yeah. Like I said, it was. We didn't have enough. Like I said, without our players, without half of our team, it's like, what are we gonna do? You know, Blake was done. I wanted to see Blake Griffin. If we had Blake Griffin in that fourth quarter, I think we could have at least give Kyrie a little bit of an option, because Blake was killing it tonight. If you watched Blake Griffin tonight, he was killing it in the post. You know what I'm saying? And he was just done. He was done for the whole fourth. So it's like we had no one else to turn to. Shamet was done. Bruce Brown just gets rebounds. I mean, he shot, I think, 2 threes today, but still, he's not a shooter. He can't create his own shot. So it's like, who's Kyrie gonna look to? Who's he gonna look to help him? You know? But again, I just give credit to the Nets for fighting back. I'm glad we fought back, though, in that fourth quarter. We fought back. It was a defensive game, and we fought back defensively. We made some stops in that fourth quarter. Shout out Lou Bills. He said Kyrie almost had a triple-double for nothing. Jeff Green starting at center, ain't it? John Doe said everyone getting in the playoff mode and role players not about getting 30 like that no more. Yeah. Like I said, it was just, we didn't have enough. We didn't have enough to win this game. We didn't have enough. I'm just glad we made the effort. You know what I'm saying? I would have been upset at this loss if the Nets didn't make that effort in the fourth to come back. Like I said, we cut it down to 4-point deficit with 2 minutes left in the game. Like, you got to give the Nets credit for that. With the down team, with half of our team, Blake Griffin's done for the night. We basically have, you know what I'm saying, 7 to 8 players on our roster, and we cut it to 4, you know. Oh, shout out Made in Brooklyn. Appreciate that super chat. He said, the fan base overreacts, panics with literally every loss. We were undermanned, worked very hard, especially down the stretch. Can't knock the effort. Yeah, exactly. Made in Brooklyn. Exactly. Appreciate the donation. Exactly. I really understand. I don't understand why everybody was panicking tonight. It was like a lot of panic, you know, and people got to have faith in the team. Basketball is a game of runs. You know what I'm saying? People see the game is never over. Like I said, it's not over till the fourth. You know what I'm saying? It's a game of runs. So I've seen teams come back down 25. I've seen teams come back down from 30. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I never like turn off my TV just because we're down 20 or 18. You know what I'm saying? Basketball's a game of runs. People got to understand it's a game of runs, you know? And the Nets made that point. They made my point. Like, we cut it down to 4 with 2 minutes left. We had a chance to win this game, but we just don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? We're undermanned. We don't have enough to win, you know? Shamet went back to being trash. Yeah. With Shamet's play, I'm about to call Discord in a second. Shout out everybody in here. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm about to call everybody in a second, but with Shamet going back to being trash, now it makes sense about Sean Mark signing Mike James now, because Mike James can create his own shot. Mike James is a scoring point guard, so it makes sense now. I guess it kind of makes sense. Hold on, y'all. Let me call real quick. I'm gonna open up the phone lines too tonight, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. 1 second. Let me call it. Shout out everybody in here. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate Nest Nation. I'm gonna call it Discord right now. If you're trying to call in. Actually, we got the doctor in tonight. Yeah, we got a doctor in tonight, so I'm gonna let the doctor speak.
What's up, AJ?
Yo, what's good?
What up, AJ?
Yo, so saying just a quick take of the game before we get the doctor in here. I forgot we got the doctor tonight. So before we get the doctor in here, just quick take of what you thought about tonight.
You pretty much said it. I mean, it's a back-to-back.
Yeah.
We literally have a whole team injured. Like, if you think about it, you look at that injured roster, it's like literally a whole team. Back-to-back, we came out good. And, I mean, listen, Toronto Raptors not a trash team. And they weren't hitting.
Yeah.
And we were hitting, and then their defense wasn't that great in the beginning, and then the second half they came out, and they just caught fire. And like you said, it was kind of, you can't even fault Nash on this one either. I mean, it's like,
yeah, exactly.
You're trying to save your players.
I try to like, in the fourth quarter, I'm trying to blame Nash because I'm like, why is DeAndre out there? Like, why is Bruce out there? I mean, I'm thinking like, who is he gonna go to? Like, because Blake is done. Blake is done, and then all you have left on the bench is Alizé. So it's like, who are we gonna go to get a bucket? You got nobody to get a bucket for.
You literally played everybody you had. I mean, you only, I felt like they could have played Elise again some more, but I mean, hey, like low key, like DeAndre didn't do bad. He was 3 for 4, 1 for 2. He still had 12 rebounds. He had 2 assists. He had a block. So I mean. Defensively, he did the best he could. So I don't even really hate on him. Like, you have moments where you're like, "What are you doing?" But I mean, just all around, dude's retired. I mean, that's the other thing. We had 8 guys, in double figures the other game.
Yeah.
Granted, we were playing the Pelicans. Easily, the Raptors are better than the Pelicans.
Yeah.
So it's realistically, it's not shocking. I was actually very impressed the first 2 quarters. Because in my mind I was like thinking, I don't know how back-to-back games are going to be with older guys that are tired.
Yeah.
It was nice to see Joe Harris come out, especially after our little Shamit better than Joe Harris conversation last night.
Joe heard us last night. He quieted all the talk last night. He was like, no. I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here.
Yeah, and that was a perfect example of what we've talked about. That as soon as if Joe Harris is open, the dude is a sniper and he ain't missing, and you're gonna love the shit out of him. When everybody's back and healthy, that man is gonna feed. So
I literally said that. I was like,
you kind of said it all.
Yeah, I literally said like Joe. I trust Joe more than Shamit. You know what I'm saying? And this game kind of proved it. Like Shamit was like not good. Yeah, go
2
ahead.
2 for 12 from 3 tonight.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying, bro, all it took, cause like props to the Raptors, bro, because they put together. It felt like every time I looked up, every time Kyrie had the ball, they were doubling him, bro.
Yeah,
it felt like, am I the only one? That was like the whole game, right?
Yeah,
like damn near every time he had the ball.
I noticed in the third. In the third, like they would leave Bruce open. Like if you watched the game, like they would leave Bruce wide open, and they would they would leave Bruce open, and then they would send a guy. Like Kyrie goes off and does like his little off ball screens and tries to get open. They would like shadow somebody with Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? So that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
So
Toronto just D'd up in the second half straight up. They D'd up on guys that were not hitting to begin with. People were tired, and that's what happened. But they shut Kyrie down the best they could.
Yeah,
they left TLC and Bruce Brown open, and it's like, and Jeff Green was off. Like if everybody was just like decent, we would have probably like even with the loss, bro. Like you still see some positives. Like Kyrie still had, I think he had like 30. He almost had a triple double.
Yeah,
and they just played good, but we're undermanned as fuck.
I still think the refs
that were off. Yeah, the refs too.
The refs we were down by 6, and there were 2 key plays that we probably could have gotten a 3.
Yeah,
and the refs called some ticky ass.
Yeah, they called a terrible. Did you see that Kyle Lowry foul?
That 4 points to 3.
That Kyle Lowry foul was garbage. He tripped. He basically tripped, and then like they called a foul on Shaman. I was like, are you dead ass? Like this shit is crazy, bro. Let me read some comments.
Hey, Bruce Brown did do his thing tonight, dude. He was 8 for 14.
He did.
He did. 3.
I looked at
dude had more
score.
14 rebounds.
No,
I didn't realize he had 24.
Yeah, he did.
21. I thought he had like 13.
Yeah.
He did.
I mean, he defensively was there too. I mean, he was hustling, so I will give him that. Especially as exhausted as everybody probably was, and then other players just weren't
good shit
up
to
to par.
Bruce Brown because he helped the most. I ain't really notice it. Yeah, but good shit to him and Joe Harris.
Yeah, Bruce gets those grinded out points. You know what I'm saying? He gets those, but the problem is that he's not a threat to like create his own shot. That's why like he'll get his buckets on like offensive rebounds, layups, fast breaks. But in terms of the half court offense, when Kyrie needs help, he can't look to Bruce Brown because Bruce can't create his own shot. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? But Bruce did have a good game, like defensively and all the other stuff. Let me read some comments. Somebody said Aaron Burhane, Bruce the best rebounder on the team. Clax is second. Oh, I'm not surprised about that. Yeah, that might be. The Fly Guy squad, the rest were terrible. Yeah, Lowry always flopped. Oh my God, Lowry and Van Fleet are just flop masters. Like the Jeff Green call. Jeff Green had a clean steal. Van Fleet flopped, and I'm like, what? And they didn't overturn that call. I'm like, he clearly flopped. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. Let me get the doc up in here. Rage, you got the doc up in here? Get the doctor in here. Mike Gwitty said I've been worried since LaMarcus retired.
21 and 14.
What happened?
No, I'm laughing at KJT Kim. She's trying to. What happened the last night when you said Harris couldn't jump it over a speed bump? Heard all that Shaman talk go.
Yo.
And Harris said we all lost because of Nash. No, that's not why we lost.
Shaman was a main purpose, bro, because he's the only other person who can somewhat like create a shot. Yeah. Bro. He was like 2 for 13. Like if he just shot 50%, I really think that we win. Yeah. It'll be close, but I think we win by like 3 points, maybe 5 points.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't blame this on Nash. You cannot. Look at what we have. It's like, you can't. I mean,
trust me, I tried to blame it.
He's just going to put people in, pull them out. He has no choice of to get strategic with tonight's lineup.
I tried to. I tried, bro.
Like 8 people to choose from.
I really tried to blame Nash, and I'm like, yo, why is DeAndre? And I really tried to blame Nash, and I'm like, who is he gonna go to? Like, he has nobody to go. We have 8 players. Like, who are we gonna go to? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is he gonna go to change everything up? So I'm like, I can't blame him.
AJ, the doctor's in here. I'll be right back.
Oh, Doc's in here? Okay. Yo, Doc, what's good, Doc? Dr. S, you there, bro? Dr. S.
Hey, what's up, guys? Get situated.
What's good, bro? How you been, Doc? How you been, man?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than the Nets, huh?
Yeah, man.
Riddled.
Tough loss tonight.
Goodness.
Tough loss tonight, man.
Yeah.
So, Doc, I just wanted to get you in here because, like, we all know about the James Harden setback. Unfortunately, it happened during the workout. So, like, I just wanted to get your opinion on what do you think happened? They said he was working out, and I guess the hamstring got reactivated. He got the MRI, and now he's out indefinitely. So we don't really know. We don't have a timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So I just wanted your opinion on what do you think happened?
Right. But just quickly, my disclaimer.
Yeah.
I'm not a sports medicine physician.
Yeah.
I'm not an orthopedist. My field is internal medicine. I'm not affiliated with the BrooklynNets.
Yes.
Anything that I'm going to share with you guys is just publicly available information, and we're all speculating here, right?
Yeah, we all.
I don't know everything.
We don't.
I'm going to get a bunch of things wrong. Right?
Yeah.
So, since I was on last, before we talk about Harden, a couple of things happened. All right, so let's. I wanted to talk to you guys about LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh yeah,
and the reason why he retired.
Oh yeah,
we'll get to Harden.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah. I know this is old news by this point, right? So,
right.
Aldridge retired because he had something called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. And he was diagnosed with this in his rookie season. Right. It's a congenital condition. Basically, the electrical conductivity of his heart, it has an accessory pathway. So, just quick anatomy, I don't want to bore you guys. So the electricity of the heart goes from the SA node through AV node into Purkinje fibers. So that's atria to ventricles. There's a little bit too much anatomy even there.
Yeah.
But what happens in Wolff, Parkinson, White is you have this accessory pathway. So for our bodies to pump blood effectively to our muscles, we have to have sort of like a lubbed up pump where it's like blood from the atria going into the ventricles and then to the rest of the body. So it's like a very coordinated thing. Yeah. So with Wolff, Parkinson, White, you have this uncoordinated heartbeat where the heart just pumps very rapidly. So he's not effectively perfusing his muscles.
Wow.
And, with this, it happens episodically. So he can have sudden episodes of this, which he said happened in the last game he played.
Right. Now,
and it's kind of insane that he would play through that.
Now, is it life threatening though? That's the part like that, because he's been dealing with this heart problem his whole career. But like, is it life? If he was to like keep playing, you think it really life threatening?
It is life threatening.
Okay.
I mean, it's not very common that an athlete would die from this syndrome, but it's quite possible that his heart could just stop beating.
Does it worsen with age? Does it worsen with age?
I don't think it does. I don't think it does.
So it was always just that bad.
So he had it, and you can treat it medically. One of the drugs you can take is procainamide for it, or you can surgically burn that accessory pathway.
Yeah.
You can go in there, and you can go in through, I think it's probably the inferior vena cava, and you can get to the heart, and you can just burn off that like accessory pathway, so it doesn't do that rapid pumping action.
Wow.
But he definitely had that surgery, I would assume. But the problem with that surgery is that sometimes those damn pathways reform even after you burn them off.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
that's probably what happened.
Yeah. And it's just like a sad thing, because like he said, it was like the scariest scariest moment, out of all he's dealt with, the whole thing during his career. Like that was one of the scariest, I guess, heart problems he had. I guess he had heart palpitations, I guess. Is that what you call it? Yeah. He had those.
And listen, man, the fact that he was able to play through that is heroic, because imagine that your heart is racing and you're not perfusing the rest of your body. So like his muscles are basically working anaerobically. They're not getting any oxygen because his heart is not effectively pumping for the game. It's gotta be terrifying.
So why would he not get like surgery again? Like, do you think it was because he's too old and he doesn't want to go through that, or would the surgery be dangerous at this stage in his life?
That's a good question. I don't see why he wouldn't get it redone.
Yeah, makes sense. I
don't see why he wouldn't get it redone. It can be medically managed, and like I said, there are drugs that you can take that will prevent it, and then there are drugs that you can take while you're having an episode that should abort the tachycardia.
Wow. Yeah. Let me read some comments. Somebody said, SKTS said Jeff had heart problems as well. He had surgery, but don't think it was the same. MGM said, was this episode triggered because he was out a month, then came back, but was only playing like every other game, so his heart didn't have a rhythm. That could be something that triggered one of his episodes. Yeah. My Holy King said it gets worse than older. He said it gets worse the older you get.
I would say no.
You said no for the episode?
No, it's hard to say with these things.
Yeah. My Holy King said it gets worse to deal with things when you get older.
It's true.
Also, Nespin said, okay, same reason why Chris Bosh retired. Oh, no, Chris Bosh, I think he had the blood clots. Chris Bosh was the blood clots?
He had blood clots.
Oh, yeah, blood clots? Yeah, Chris Bosh had yeah. But again, he was getting old, too, so. But yeah, no, that's really good. I just want people to know the clarity of, like, this LaMarcus thing is really serious. Like, it was life-threatening. A lot of people made jokes.
It is very serious.
Yeah, a lot of people made jokes like, oh, he didn't want the Lakers smoke, da-da-da-da. Like, it's you got to choose life before. Like I said, he has kids, he has a wife. It's like you got to choose life before you.
Played a full career. He's 36. He's about retirement age anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to also take into account, like, it's terrifying to go through something like this when your heart is beating out of your chest.
Yeah,
you think you're gonna die. Like, it's like having a panic attack, which is, it's terrifying.
Yeah. So now the chat is
switch gears.
The chat's asking about Tyler. The chat's asking about Tyler.
Right. So the last time we spoke about Tyler Johnson, I told you guys that I was concerned because he had that previous injury to the same knee that was surgically repaired, and now he's been out for a while. So I mean, that lends credence to what I said before.
Yeah, and as I thought about that, and like with the Nets making this move with Mike James, I just feel like, I don't know, I have a feeling like Tyler might be he's not going to be ready for a while, you know what I'm saying? And like Doc was saying, he had that previous knee problem, so we don't know if like it's knee soreness or if he might have like, done something to that knee, like so.
Can you guys? How long has he been out for? He's been out for a while now.
Man, he's been out for almost. This has been 4 weeks now. I think it's Rage. Double check that, Rage. It might have been 4 weeks.
I don't think Rage is here.
Oh,
Chat. Well, how long has it been, Chat?
Yeah, how long has it been, Chat? TJ, we're talking about.
I think it's been a couple of weeks, 3 weeks.
I think it's been 4 weeks. I think it's been 4 weeks, yo.
It's internet detectives in the chat. They're gonna put it out right now.
You always have the internet detectives out here.
I mean, because they're calling it about a knee strain, so it's like, you don't know if he bruised it, stretched it, like what the hell he did. I mean,
right. But a knee strain to a pre-existing injury is complicated.
Yeah, it could be amongst many things, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's something happened, man. I think something happened, but the Nets are just kind of like not saying it on the injury report.
Well, they're playing it by ear,
Yeah.
Wait, so Chioza, our guy
Chioza
injured. What was it? The third metacarpal.
Third metacarpal, yeah.
Yeah. So this is complicated because with this, it could go a lot of different ways depending on the extent of the break. The fact that he had surgery makes me think that it was either a transverse or an oblique fracture. Right. So, just quick anatomy. So the metacarpal is that bone that connects the wrist to sort of the fingers. So, like, if you look at your palm, like those bones right there, that would, like I said, wrist your fingers. And there's 3 places that you can break them. You break them at the head, that's that boxer's fracture. You can break them at the neck. You can break them in the middle shaft. And depending on the extent of the break, it'll determine whether or not you need surgery. So if you have like a hairline fracture, just put it in the cast, immobilize it. 3 to 4 weeks probably, and you're good to go. But if you have more of a complicated break, so if you have a transverse fracture and on the X-ray, if it's not straight to the point where it can heal back perfectly like it was before, if it's at a certain angle, or if the metacarpal, the bone is shortened, then you're going to require surgery. And that complicates things. So and then it depends on which surgery that he gets. If he has pins in there, I think it's like 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks before they can remove the pins, and then PT. I don't know, man. I don't estimate that we'll be seeing Chioza back very soon.
That's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? And then people were like, kind of like questioning why Sean Marks is going for this really good guard, and I'm like, I think Chioza might be done. Like, he might be done. Like, I'm not saying like he can't come back at all. I'm just saying like for this year, it's going to be a long time because like what Doc was saying, he's got the pins in, then you got to get them taken out, and that's like by the time he gets all that finished, it's probably going to be like during the playoffs, and then he's got to do PT. He's got to ramp up. He's got to rehab and do all that. So it's like it's gonna be a while before Chiozza comes back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I would think that Chiozza might be out for a while.
Yeah,
that'll be my best guess.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense going for Mike James. You're losing Johnson, you're losing Chiozza. So I get it. I know we want a big, but at the same time, you're losing two bodies right there.
But then the news I found out today about that Mike could be two-way. He's eligible to be a two-way, so that makes everything change. Like Sean Marks could finesse it, but he would have to waive Chiozza and replace him if he wanted to put Mike under that two-way.
Let's be honest, Mike James there's no way he's not better than Chiozza.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, I'm confused what Sean Marks is gonna do. Like, well, we'll see Friday. We're gonna see Friday. Will he put him under a 10-day? A 10-day doesn't make sense to me. Like, why only have him for 10 days? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why only have Mike? We need Mike James.
To sign him to a 10-day. The thing is with the 10-day is that again you can do. We know how the 10-day works. You can go 2 10 days. Yeah. If you like it, you can sign him for the rest of the year. And if we do end up signing him for the rest of the year and we like what we see, then we'll let Chiozza go. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. I see this. So maybe we'll give him them 10 days to see if. But the thing is, like, Steve Nash got to give him burn. Like, Steve Nash got to play him because we gotta see how Mike James is. What I guess Sean Marks is giving okay, let me feel out. Let's see if he's good or not, and then I'll sign him to another one. Or I'll just guarantee him.
If we're extremely underhanded, there's no way we don't see Mike James, especially if we're just signing to a 10-day contract. I mean, if he doesn't play him, there'd be no point, obviously, in the signing. But there's no way. Like, we're extremely underhanded with Harden being out an extended period of time. Yeah. We got Tyler Johnson. We don't know when he'll be back. We have no really ball handlers. And if Shamit's playing bad, then. It's just Kyrie, right? I mean, KD, but like KD's not really that. KD's just not a ball handler. He's not setting up people. Yeah. He's not a point guard. Yeah.
I did read something that I think with the thing with Mike James that it may require letting go of Chiozza. Like, I don't think it's depending on which type of contracts they sign him to. I think you can only. So you may be forced to drop Chiozza, and I don't think just dropping LaMarcus is going to cut it. But
yeah, like I said, if we're going to give him a LaMarcus, I don't think we should give him LaMarcus's spot. I think we should give him that two-way, but we would be giving him Chiozza's spot. That's the thing. Yeah, we would give him Chiozza's spot. So I think we should go that route instead of.
Let's be honest. Are we going to be seeing Chiozza in the playoffs? Even if we even see him at all? Like, really?
Yeah.
Really? Do you really want to hold on to Chiozza that bad?
And Doc just said that.
If everybody's healthy, you're not going to see Chiozza. You're just not.
And Doc just said, like,
bro, you might as well pick up Isaiah Thomas, bro.
Yeah, and Doc just said he Chiozza's gonna have to go through a whole process of getting pins out of his hand, then he got to go through that whole cast process. Like, that's gonna be a long time. You know what I'm saying? And then rehab.
What's the person we picking up? His name is Mike James.
Yeah, Mike James.
He gonna get a cool 2 minutes. That's what he gonna get. He get a cool. So he was averaging pretty good numbers in the EuroLeague, but again, Marshawn Brooks is like the MVP of his fucking EuroLeague.
I'm crying.
Or his league, whatever.
But
Nash, he's gonna see that, and he's gonna look at those numbers, and he's gonna be like, 3 minutes. You feel me? Get him 3 minutes.
Don't sleep. Mike James gave the Nets 24.
Mike James.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He gave the Nets 25.
Like the 2 of his seasons. Yeah. I think 2 of his seasons in the NBA, he was averaging like 10 and 11. Yeah. So last year, he was averaging 19.3 points, 3.1 rebounds, and 5.7 assists. He shot 43% and 35.4% from 3.
And I was reading the stat, like the 2 games he had against the Nets in 2017, he had 40 points total. I think so. That's like 20. He 20-pieced on both games. Had 5 for 8 from 3. He was wilding on the Nets. I think in 2017.
Man, still give him 2 minutes though. I bet he knows all of that. I bet he knows all of that, and he gonna still give him 2 minutes his first game.
That's facts. Justin Luckett doesn't want Cheese to go. He said no, not Cheese. Okay, Justin. We see you, Justin.
Alizé, what Alizé had? 25 and 25 and 10. Boy, we did not see him. We did not see him after that.
You're right. You're right, though.
Let me talk to you quickly about Harden.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead about Harden, Doc.
So, Harden is very interesting. The Harden injury is kind of fascinating to speculate as to exactly what's happening with him.
Yeah.
So let's go through a timeline of this hamstring injury, and chat, correct me if I get any of these dates wrong. So the initial injury was on March 31st.
Yeah.
On April 5th, he came back.
Right.
Played like 2 minutes.
2 minutes in that Knicks game.
I forgot.
I guess the Knicks. I was there. I was there.
It was 5 minutes. It was 5 minutes, and he went out instantly. After that was 5 minutes.
But it was against the Knicks, right? Wasn't it against the
Knicks?
Knicks?
I was there. Yeah, I was there.
That was the game where Kyrie went crazy.
That's the game AJ went to. AJ, that's the game you went to.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was there when it happened.
Right. And now...
AJ's bad luck, man.
And now he suffered a setback in practice. Now this saying that he suffered a setback in practice, it seems awfully similar to him getting himself re-injured when he came back too soon.
Right.
So I don't know, man. What do you guys want? Do you guys want like worst case scenario or best case scenario first?
Both.
No. Do the worst case first. Worst case. Chatties and the worst first.
Go worst.
Yo, when I was doing my internal medicine rotation, one of my attendings would say that medicine is a practice. Right. It's not perfect science.
Yeah.
So it's possible that Harden's underlying condition or underlying injury is yet to be diagnosed. So remember, when they did the initial scans, everything was clean. And then after he re-injured it, then they found, what did they say? It was a tear or a minor tear or something like that after he re-injured it.
Yeah.
And so they were rehabbing that tear that they found. Because initially they didn't find anything.
Yeah, it was clean. The first MRI was clean, and then we thought he was good, and then that's when he went to the Knicks. The Knicks game, he hurt it, and then he was out again, and then they did he had the on-court workout, and he hurt it even more. So it's like,
So my worst fear is that clean MRI is just failing to identify what is wrong with his hamstring. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard.
So they're rehabbing it. They're trying to fix the tear that happened subsequently, but they're not addressing the initial issue.
Wow.
That's my worst fear. And my worst fear is that they try to rehab him again for the next couple of weeks, and he has another setback, and potentially he might even need to have it surgically repaired. That's my worst fear.
They think it's one thing, and they're having him do a rehab for something else, but really the real problem is they don't even know what it is. That's what you're saying? That's your fear?
That's my worst fear, yeah. Because remember,
really bad.
Yeah, that would be really bad. Because remember, initially, he was out, and they did all the scans, and everything was clean. So remember when we were talking about hamstrings, I was saying, why is he out,
Wow.
If all the scans are clear, then why is he injured? It just means that they can't identify exactly what it is, and that's terrifying.
Wow.
The surgery. The surgery. If he did have to get his surgery, it's like, I don't know how that would go. But would that take long? Would it take long to heal from a surgery? If it's like, it doesn't seem like it would be like a big deal,
Oh, your hamstring though? Ooh.
Like it would be a big deal. Like a small tear, like a small tear. It would be a big deal.
No.
If you're going under the knife, it's a big deal.
If he does get surgery though, then that's probably. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get the super chat in. Mike, shout out Mike Zeri. He said, "I'm Mike James. Low key, can't wait for my 2 minutes." Appreciate the donation, Mike Zeri. What was I saying? Okay, yeah. If he does get surgery on the hamstring, does that he's probably done then for the year?
He's done. That's what I'm asking too.
Yeah,
is he done for the playoffs? Yeah, well, I guess so.
Yeah.
Remember, we spoke about hamstrings. So the recovery phase is 1 to 6 weeks. Right. And that's not even.
That's no surgery.
Surgery, yeah. And again, this is worst case scenario. This is like the worst possible thing that can happen. Right. So let's dial it back from there. Best case scenario is, they hold him back. He does nothing. Remember when I was telling you guys about the phases of recovery? So when Nash says he goes back to square one, so that's the acute phase. So now it's just no activity, just icing, resting, elevation, maybe back to PRP injections, possibly, I don't know. And then again, a nice slow ramp up. Maybe they just take it a lot slower this time. Yeah. And by the end of 3, maybe 4 weeks, he's good to go.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because he's rushing to get back because the kind of guy that Harden is. So maybe that's the case.
Yeah, and I was saying that
wishful thinking.
In my last stream, Doc, I was saying that I just had a feeling like Harden I felt like just the whole process that he came back with, it was just like he was rushing to get back because when it happened to KD, it took so much time. He took at least 3 weeks away from basketball in general. He just did not play. You didn't see KD on the court at all. But then with Harden, you would see Harden trying. He was on the court. You would see him on the sideline. You would see him trying to get back. It was just he kind of I feel like he forced it. You know what I'm saying? And then with the Knicks game too, forcing it in the Knicks game, and then coming back and trying to force it with the encore workouts. I don't know, man.
It's possible.
Yeah, I just had that feeling.
Doctor, do you think that because LeBron James is injured too? Do you think that all the stars are getting injured because of the short turnaround and the tight schedule? Because now Harden and LeBron, they never get injured, and now they're dealing with injuries. Do you think that's why? Yeah.
They're getting older too. So
one of the biggest predisposing factors for injury is fatigue, and the things that you just listed, it makes for the perfect scenario. And they are getting older.
Yeah. Let me read some comments. Somebody said Harden owes us if he doesn't play. What?
Huh?
MJ.
I think it means because of that big trade.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh,
I can't control it, but I see what.
Yeah, I see this. Oh, okay, I got you. That's funny. He said he owes us. MJM said conspiracy theory: KD, Harden, LeBron, Lillard have all committed to playing Olympics. Wow, that's funny. They all committed. King McKnight said it's the NBA fault. They should have lowered the season to 56 games. Everyone and their mama getting injured. Yeah, that's a fact. It might be the closeness of these games is really it's not like any other NBA season we've ever had. The amount of back-to-backs.
Of Dia went down and Trae Young went down.
Trae Young went down too? Damn.
He went down, but I don't think it was anything serious. I think he may have went back on the court, but I'm not sure. But all I know is he went down.
Yeah, it's just the closeness of these games, and then the back-to-backs. It's just tough, man. It's tough.
Did Chris Boucher come back? I forgot.
No, he was out for the game.
He had a right knee sprain though. That's what they said.
He was out for the game.
They said that they flashed it on the screen.
Somebody said Harden should be back first or second week of May. I don't know, man. Like I said, it's a process. Like I said, it's a process, man. It's a process. We don't know for sure.
Might be playoffs.
First or second week of May.
Yeah.
That's very optimistic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's very, very optimistic.
Wishful thinking.
He just got a setback, and it's April 20th.
And they said back to square one.
So,
Doc, what's the best case scenario?
Best case scenario is what we just heard. He's back in 3 weeks. That's best case scenario.
Yeah, that's real.
I'd love if that were the case.
Yeah, that's not.
That was wonderful.
Yeah, I don't think we're seeing him at all with the rest of the season.
The other thing is, you don't know if it was a minor or a major setback.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was wondering that.
The only thing they said was square one, and that kind of highlighted it to me, square one. I don't know what's
exactly.
Yeah,
the beginning. But is it worse, or is it just we don't know?
The medical update, the medical report, it didn't mention how bad the setback was. It just said he had a setback. He's out indefinitely. So I'm indefinitely is not a good word. You know what I'm saying?
Julian, you turned into a fire dragon again today. You breathing?
Oh, breathing. Yeah.
Your mic. Rage is muted, fool. bless you.
I think Julian.
What can we do about heavy breathing on the mic? Is there any diagnosis? Do I need to send him some of those nose strips? Like,
he might have sleep apnea.
Oh man, he diagnosed you, man. He diagnosed you. Sleep apnea. Julian got the sleep apnea.
I'll send you a machine, Julian.
You might have to do a sleep study.
No, that was Ray.
Ray just been muted.
Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
Julian, you hit the nail on the head. You know, when Steve Nash says that he's going back to square one, like that makes me feel as though this wasn't just a minor setback.
Yeah. Damn, that's hurtful. That's hurtful. Cause
he emphasized it. He said we're back to square one. That's the one thing I took from it.
That's hurtful.
And they do make it sound worse than initially.
That was the first thing he said. The first thing he said, we're back to square one.
Yeah. I knew something was wrong when the medical the medical report did not mention like what the setback was or how like long. Like I was like, oh man, something is out indefinitely.
You know what's crazy? They really didn't do that with KD either until later.
Oh, they say he was out indefinitely.
With Tyler Johnson, we still don't know how bad it is with Tyler Johnson. Yeah. And now with Chris Yozo, we're just getting insight from Doc. We really don't know what's going on with him actually.
Yeah.
What's crazy is we do know the Nets do have one of the best like medical training staffs. Like it's talked about, and a lot of the guys that had surgery are on that staff. I think that was one of the big things with KD. There was a relation to that, but it seems like this year they are being completely super quiet and just not really. They're not being really like super transparent. Like everything's vague. You weren't even sure how bad it was to begin with. Now they make it sound that it's worse.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't understand that. That's my big issue. Is like it just seems like real vague explanations always.
Yeah.
If I could just defend
he was posting hints that'll be bad.
The medical staff for a second. With Harden, I would emphasize that it's a special case because all of his scans came back negative. His MRIs, his X-rays, and everything came back negative initially. So, that's tricky. In any of the other cases you listed, of course, we need more information. But if all of the scans are negative, then it's kind of like, all right, where do you go from there?
Yeah. That's tough. It's tough. It's a tough thing. Like you can't really. I guess the hamstrings are tricky because it took them a while to figure out that. Rage is right. It took them a while for them to figure out that KD's he had like him bleeding in his hamstring. So it's like I said, it's tricky. Shout out Mike Zeri. He said
originally it was 1 to 2 games. Y'all remember that? Originally it was
1 to 2 games originally. Yeah. Mike Zeri said heavy breathing needs to be out indefinitely. Muhammad said Julian is high. Well, Muhammad says that every stream. So he says Julian is high.
DJ Chasm said, "Do you know anything about the AD injury? Like, because we were talking about that the last stream, where it's like if he had like Achilles tendonitis, is that something that like is not going to go away, or is there like if you're familiar?"
I can talk a little bit about Achilles injuries. So there are a few things. So with the Achilles, and with AD, I looked at that a little bit. So I think I saw some thing where he was saying it's not the tendon, it's the sheet holding the tendon. Oh. So I think there's tendonitis. Where it's the actual tendon is inflamed or even ruptured, and then there's something called tendinosynovitis, and that's where that sheet that holds that tendon together is inflamed. So as the tendon is moving through that sheet, it causes pain. Oh. Then there's obviously there's rupture, and the thing about so tendonitis itself is most times pain free, but if you can have a combination of tendonitis and that tendinosynovitis together, and then you would have pain. With this, like when you remember when KD ruptured his Achilles, like you should be able to tell like quite quickly, like immediately. As soon as they take them in the back, there should be like an ultrasound right there. They can pop them on the table, do a quick ultrasound, and you should be able to tell, whether or not it's ruptured.
Yeah, they knew right away. They knew right away. If you
saw that video, you literally saw it, like you could see it snap, and it just like ripples up the back of his leg. That one was crazy to watch.
It was a calf strain at first, though, with KD. It was a calf strain.
Yeah, but if you can go back and somehow somebody can find that video, you can see when it snapped, because it literally
he planted on it.
He planted, and then you saw it snap, and you saw it kind of move up his leg, where you could see his calf muscle, and you could see those lower muscles like drastically move, and that's when it snapped. It was kind of crazy to see.
Talking about KD?
No, they're talking about KD. Yeah.
Achilles snapped.
Oh. The interesting thing about the Achilles is that I think there's a conflict between whether or not you want to surgically reattach that, because there's been some research that has shown that if you just put the affected foot in a boot with the heel elevated, so the two ends of that tendon are touching, it actually mends back, and I think recovery time is similar to that of surgery. But the thing is, if you do surgery, obviously you can do other things to strengthen that Achilles. You can, I think, if you do the boot, the risk of it tearing again is higher.
Yeah.
There's a UFC fighter. His name is Tony Ferguson. He tore his ACL, and he came back in 4 months, and he said he didn't have no doctor, and he never hurt himself again. But he was bragging about it. He was like, I healed myself in 4 months, and I don't know what healed himself means, but he came back from it in 5 months or 4.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that UFC fighter. That guy is insane.
Yeah, that's tough.
Tony Ferguson is certifiably insane.
There's some he's one of those freaks, the physical, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those genetic freaks.
His pain tolerance is through the roof as well. So
yeah. But yeah, shout out to Doc for coming in and explaining. I know you guys they're gonna try to keep you here all night asking about all the injuries, but appreciate Doc for coming in. Yeah, somebody saying Jamal Murray. Come on, guys, we're about the Nets. We don't need to know about Jamal Murray. But appreciate Doc for coming in and explaining the Harden injuries. Again, man, we gotta have you back again. Whenever something happens, it's we gotta call Doc. That's the automatic.
Let's try to coordinate better so I can come on when soon after stuff happens.
Yeah, when stuff happens,
or something like that.
Yeah, I appreciate
it. First up to Harden, so hopefully, like the chat said, 3 weeks would be wonderful. He's back 3 weeks. I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah, that would be the best case scenario. But again, worst case would be surgery on the hamstring. That'd be worst case.
Very, 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 very highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Just letting y'all know the best case scenario rarely happens, but it's obviously happens more than the worst case scenario.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sure.
I painted an apocalyptic scenario. That's so when he's back in 5 weeks, you guys can be happy.
Yeah. I already put it in my head. I'm not gonna see Harden until the playoffs. I already put that in my head. I'm not gonna try to get my hopes up. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna say playoffs. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna think positive. Playoffs. Harden's gonna be back. Playoffs. That's all I'm thinking right now.
And Dinwiddie's crossed my mind too, man.
Yeah, Dinwiddie.
He's been posting 6 weeks. The 6 weeks thing.
Yeah, Dinwiddie looking real good too, man. Dinwiddie looking real good. But yeah, appreciate you.
Spencer Dinwiddie has moved on to running on the treadmill now. So he's progressing.
Yeah.
How many weeks out is he? Do you know?
They were saying 6 weeks possibly,
6 weeks.
short on the short term that he could maybe. I think Sean Mark said something, and then Dinwiddie's been saying something that he essentially has to do it in 6 weeks, or it's a no-go or something. They're going to look at him in 6 weeks, and depending on where he's at, they'll make that determination.
Yeah.
6 weeks from
surgery,
or no. 6 weeks till he gets looked at to see if he can come back.
Yeah.
But I think it's been
he got hurt in December. I think he got hurt and he got surgery in December.
He got hurt right at the beginning. Yeah.
He got the surgery in December. I think it was December. I think he got hurt, and then he had the surgery right after. So it's been a couple months. It's been a couple months. Then it's been what? Yeah, December.
Almost 5, maybe 5.
Almost 5 months.
I mean, he's no Tony Ferguson, right?
No, nah, Tony Ferguson. That is different. Coming back, what he said, 4 months? That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, he came back 4 months and he fights.
Tony Ferguson, man. A big shout out to Tony Ferguson. All right, man. Doc, appreciate you for coming in, bro.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Doc.
You too. Later, man.
Man, good. Yo, big shout out to Doc, man. Big up to Doc coming in.
Big shout out to Doc.
Yeah, man. He really put some clarity, you know what I'm saying, on everything. Especially the LaMarcus news. I didn't know about the LaMarcus. He couldn't put some clarity on the LaMarcus thing too. That was, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he did. He came up here flexing that diploma. Letting that diploma hang out.
Yeah, man. Again, if you guys, I'm not gonna talk about the Harden thing. If you guys missed out on what Doc said, you're just gonna have to rewatch the stream. I'm gonna say let's get this segment over with. This is the we're early in the night here, but we're gonna go with the say whatever segment.
Shit.
This is where you can say anything in the chat, and we will respond to it. Any questions, anything. Say whatever in the chat right now. Whatever y'all want, we'll respond to it.
AJ, I'll just bring people up next year.
Yeah. Because Doc, like I said, Doc took a chunk of the time. Actually, should I get one person up here?
No.
No, let me get Firestorm. Let me get Firestorm in here.
I haven't seen it. Firestorm.
Mike. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Firestorm, but all I know is Mike Zayre's in the waiting room. He's been super chat.
Yeah.
You can bring him up a couple, like we said, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. If Firestorm's not in here, then we can bring Mike Zayre up.
I'll wait a few minutes. Firestorm will give you 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And if you're not in the waiting room by that time, I'll just pull up Mike Zayre.
Somebody said Somebody said he got the surgery in December. Yeah, he did. Yes, Spencer. I think Spencer's gonna come back, though. Spencer's gonna come back. Somebody said Alize play. Yeah, he did play for a minute.
5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yesterday's game, 6 minutes. Today's game, 5 minutes. My only thing with Elise, I love his energy, but my only critique for Elise is when he gets the ball, he's too hyped up.
He's hyped.
He has so much energy, which I love, but he needs a little bit more of getting that ball and just kind of knowing what's going on and where to pass it, because he kind of seems like that energy gets the better of him when he gets the ball. He's like, I want to go slam it, but should I pass it? I don't know what to do with it.
I just want him to get a rebound and go straight up. Don't pass, bro. Go straight up with that.
Exactly.
He should do that. Do what Bruce does.
Yeah, exactly. Bruce does it. Bruce gets all his buckets like that. Bruce gets all his buckets like that.
Don't brick the fucking floater. That's the only thing that you don't want to do.
Nah, Alize's floater is sanctioned. His floater is on point with it.
That shit verified.
Yeah, verified.
That thing got the blue check.
Yo, AJ.
Yeah.
One stat real quick. Alize Johnson is averaging 25 points and 21 rebounds per 100 possessions.
Wow.
Was that in the G League though, right?
No, that's out of his time here.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man. Rebounding is his thing, bro. Real J said, how come Perry was available but not Clax? The protocols is a joke. Yeah, that was a weird thing to me. Steve Nash said, Claxton's still going under tests or whatever. So I'm like, what did
y'all remember KD? When KD got that first protocol thing, you're supposed to be out 7 days. But do y'all remember he came back on the 6th day?
Oh, yeah.
The first time earlier in the season, he was supposed to be out 7, but he came back on the 6th day.
And with Reggie, he came back mad quick, though. Literally 2 days.
Yeah.
It's been, what, a little bit, 3 days?
He missed one.
It's not even a protocol.
He missed one game. He missed one game.
See, I really don't get this NBA thing, bro. I really don't get it.
It's not even a protocol for real. Protocol.
What I don't.
At first, I thought it was. At first, I thought it was 7 days, but I mean.
But weren't Perry and him out for the same exact thing?
Yeah.
So I don't get how Perry's
they
good.
They were both out at the same time. They were both out. The first thing I see on Twitter is Nicholas Claxton and Reggie Perry are out due to health and
for more tests. Yeah, and I mean, unless Clax was feeling some symptoms or was sick, which they didn't say that, but I can't understand why he's not available either. They said he needs more tests. It just don't make no sense. Unless somebody said unless Perry got the vaccinated, but.
Somebody said give him some more minutes. Yeah, man. I would like to see Reggie get a little bit of time. I mean, what's the chance of, you know what I'm saying? We're down. We only have 8 players. Like I said, Blake was out for the game.
If anything, give him the fucking Alize Johnson treatment. I mean, if Alize's getting 5 minutes, bro, you might as well just give Reggie Perry 5 minutes.
And I mean, this is the perfect time for the Alize, the Perry, to put them in there and make them work. Let them get some plays. Let them get some touches. I mean, considering how bad injury-wise we are, this is why burn it. Why risk Jeff Green? Why risk some of these other guys that you're clearly going to want to playoffs?
Why risk fucking DeAndre Jordan?
Yeah. I don't think DeAndre Jordan tries hard enough to get injured, so I think we're good.
Yo.
I'd rather have Reggie Perry at center than fucking Blake Griffin.
Yeah, the protocols is a joke. Somebody shout out the real J. He said the protocols is a joke. It's just everything is just.
Should I bring up Mike Zary?
Yeah, bring up. So there's like 5 stars on here. So Mike Zary, bring up Mike Zary.
All right.
Did anybody else hit you up, Rage?
Polo did.
Oh, Polo did. Okay.
What up, Mike?
Yo.
What's up, bro?
What's good, Mike? Yo, Mike.
Hey, Michael.
Clear to y'all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you're good. You just
a little low, but you sound clear.
You just sound like you're talking a little low. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me get right.
You're good now. You're good.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Adrian Price said, "What happened to Blake? Nothing happened to Blake. He's on a minutes restriction. Like this was his first back-to-back, but Steve Nash said he wanted to give him a minutes restriction. That's why he didn't play. He only got 20 minutes. That's why he didn't play in like the whole fourth quarter. I think it was the third quarter too, right? It might have been the third and the fourth, or like half the third. He didn't play half the third and all of the fourth. He didn't play those two that quarter, I think.
You talking about Blake?
Yeah, he was on minutes restriction.
If he played more shit, we would have.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like,
so much shit could have happened, bro. If Shamit just played good, we win. I don't give a fuck. We win, bro.
Bro, I was so mad. Like, I wanted Blake in instead of DJ. You know what I'm saying? But like, I guess Blake was done. So.
And bro, Raptors are good, aren't they? Like 5th in defense or 10th in offense, some shit like that.
They're 10th in defense, and they're top 5 in three pointers. Like they're very good.
That's a good team, bro.
They're a very good 3-point shooting team. Like I think I put this in one of my previews. Like Fred VanVleet and Kyle Lowry. Like when they get hot, it's OD from 3. Like you can't give them open threes. Like they, but it was weird because in the third quarter, it was like everybody was hitting threes. It was like it wasn't just Fred and Kyle. It was like OG.
was more consistent
even
than
Siakam
hitting threes throughout the game.
Even Siakam was hitting threes. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Siakam.
I'm like, when Siakam started getting, like Siakam's not really like that, but he was hitting threes, yo.
Meanwhile, Shamit is 1 for 11.
Yo, just terrible.
Shamit was horrible today.
Yeah. Yeah. What'd you think of the game, man? Like, what would you think? Were you panicking when you were down by 20 or whatever it was?
Well, I mean, it was the second half of a back-to-back. We only got like 8 people.
Right.
Like I wasn't really tripping. At least in the fourth quarter they bring it within like 8. So
yeah.
At least they played.
Shout out Isaac. He said we should let Alize and Perry play a little more minutes and see what they got. Yeah. And somebody said, Mike, they said you got a soft voice. I mean, that's not always bad, right? That's not bad.
I know, right? Don't worry about my voice, man. But
who's operator?
Hey,
it's a girl. She probably compliments you. It's a girl.
Hey.
She's like, "Oh, Mike got a soft voice." That's what she's saying.
Hey, look, shout out to that. I ain't got no PhD, but one thing I do know is that these injuries are ass.
Oh my god, bro!
I can't take this shit no more.
It's like we're cursed. It's like the injury bug has just cursed us. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's just a thing. What happened with KD last in the Miami? I was like, oh my god, like we just got him back and now he's gone again. Like it's just.
That's why I said I think it's like even God don't want us to win the chip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like everybody's going down.
And then the Harden setback even hurts more. Like the Harden setback, I was like, oh my god, unbelievable.
Yeah, but if you look at the narrative though, if we win the chip this year. Yeah. Like these dudes haven't even played a full season together. Like
exactly, that's why we need to win, bro. Because then you can't even really, then you can't say that we're overpowered, bro. Because everything we had all these odds stacked against us, bro. You can't even say, oh, they're overpowered, they're this and that. Our defense is ass. Number one, we played 7 games together and we lost 2 of them.
Yeah,
and then Harden gets injured at the end of the at the end. You know. KD's injured for 30 games in total, or he's out for 30 games in total.
Yeah,
man, you won't be able to say nothing about us.
And I just think people are gonna troll the Nets in general because even if let's say the Nets lose in the finals or the Nets lose in the Eastern Conference Finals, people are gonna troll just in general because of what people are just Nets haters. They just hate. They see all the stars. They're like, oh, you guys didn't win. They're gonna troll us regardless.
I didn't hear a goddamn thing you just said over Julian.
Oh, Julian's breathing. Julian breathing again, man.
No, I'm not. Bro, I'm holding my breath. I swear to God, I'm holding my breath. I'm holding my breath.
Bro, we gotta get you a headset, bro.
You blowing your breath.
No, not Julian. I'm about to order you a headset, bro.
I was about to say somebody in front of a fan or something.
Julian's in Florida. He's sitting outside. Wind's blowing.
Somebody said, I think, Justisa said, I think the whole NBA is cursed. SKTS said, literally every team, star players are getting injured. Tony Swag, shout out Tony Swag, said, do it all, and that's still number 2 and still can be number 1 in the East by season end. Yeah, we still have a great chance. Philly lost today, right? Philly lost today, so
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
We're 0.5 away. We're 0.5 away. We win a game, they lose, and we.
We're only 0.5. We're only 0.5 away. So it's like I said, that game against.
Whatever, bro. As long as we don't drop to the 3rd seed, I don't really care where our seeding is. 1st and 2nd seed, it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who we play is who we play. We're gonna be the only team that's gonna give us problems in the East. We know that the Sixers. Yeah. But after what I saw when Alize Johnson pretty much carried and almost beat them by himself, I don't know.
I'm not worried about the Sixers.
Maybe the Heat, but they still don't put fear in my heart. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you. You're not gonna stop. You're not stopping the big 3. No. And I think they got good pieces, but you can stop what they do.
Yeah.
I will say I'm super impressed though that we are still in the position we are in with those injuries. That is very shocking.
Yeah. Hey, can I say one thing? I think Shaman had a bad game because in the pregame warm-up, I seen TLC shooting next to him. So, I don't know, man. I think he gave him some bad voodoo or something.
He gave him a virus, bro.
The bad mojo?
He inflicted onto him.
I seen TLC shooting with Shaman in the pregame, so I don't know.
Somebody said, shout out Juan. He said the problem nowadays is the toxic fans. When the player has a bad game, next day they all crying, asking for a trade to particular. But if the player has a great game, they praise him. Yeah, Juan, the Nets Nation definitely have some toxic fans in Nets Nation, bro. A lot of toxic.
We saw it last night. Everybody was saying Shaman over Harris, Shaman. Get rid of Harris.
There's a lot of nerds. I love Nets Nation, but we do have some toxic fans.
Why did y'all even mention that?
Because it's a say anything hour.
Yesterday was 420.
That's what. Oh, okay.
Yesterday was 420, so everybody was high. They didn't know what
it wasn't. When they said that about Shaman, it wasn't say anything hour. Was it?
It was a special day because that's when Muhammad actually spanned that Julian was high.
Let me read these other comments. Watcher 1986 said, "Hey AJ, you mentioned yesterday about how you'll take any bigs, especially young ones. Here's 2 names Sean Mark should maybe consider. Oh, okay. Ike Enubugu and Miles."
I tried to say that name yesterday, and I couldn't do it either.
I think it's Ike Enubugu and Miles Plumlee. What do you think about that?
What is it? What's the last name?
Enubugu.
That's crazy.
But what about Jordan Bell? Isn't he still out there?
Oh yeah, he is still out there, right? No, I thought he got picked up. Got the Wizards.
He's on the Wizards for another 10-day contract. He had one. Yeah. They dropped him for a little bit for maybe like 2 months, and then they picked him back up for something.
Oh, he's on the Wizards. Yeah. Wait, Miles Plumlee's out there?
I don't think so. I think he's on. Wasn't he on Detroit?
Yeah, isn't on Detroit?
You're thinking of Mason Plumlee.
Oh, he said Mason.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I hope y'all know that Miles Plumlee is worse than Mason Plumlee, and if you're worse than Mason Plumlee, then I don't know what to tell you.
Wait, still, like his brother though still hustles and gets rebounds. Like he's still.
I forgot about Miles Plumlee.
He still manages to be worse than Plumlee than his brother though, which is kind of sad.
Mason Plumlee might be better than Jokic.
Oh no! It's really say whatever, Allen. It's say whatever you want, Allen.
Nice takes, Julian.
Yo,
totally agree.
So Miles Plumlee's the brother, right? So he's a free agent, or he's just
Oh, come on, man! Let's not get no ideas. We can leave him where he at.
Oh, somebody.
I mean, just look at whatever option is out there. It ain't good. So at this moment, we missed that boat. We sold it. We went on all in LA and. Everybody else snatched up everybody good, and now it's kind of pick what you get.
People are bringing up Thon fucking Maker. Like, have you guys seen how he's played? Are you kidding me, bro?
But that's our only option.
Yeah, who else are gonna choose?
But that's what we're stuck with, though. A Tyson Chandler, a Thon Maker.
I'm taking Kenneth Mahimi over him any day.
Yo,
there's a couple young guys, but like young boys that AJ was.
Somebody told me to look at Ian Mahimi.
Young boy, but he sucks, so I don't know.
Somebody told me to look at Ian Mahimi. Shout out whoever DM'd me and said, like, I gotta look at Ian Mahimi's 2020 highlights or 2019 highlights. Like, somebody said he's really good. He's really good.
His highlights are really good. He can shoot the ball. He's very, very mobile, and he's a good shot blocker. He'll be good for what we need.
I see the chat, man. We ain't doing Miles Leonard. No.
Oh, the guy who said the Jewish thing? He said the Jewish slur or Jewish.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Bring more hate to the team. You're trying to make
he's got bodied on multiple occasions. Did y'all see when he got bodied by LeBron? He kind of flew like 10 feet back, and then he had that little I'm about to set this place on fire type of look.
Oh yeah.
Kyrie would beat that man with his fucking walking stick if he brought him in the team. Kyrie would be just whooping his ass in the hallway. Whap, whap, whap.
Yeah, we're definitely not signing Miles Leonard, though. Sorry.
Hey, Kyrie will take more personal days if he comes through.
Yeah.
Celtics got Jabari Parker. Somebody said Jabari Parker. Yeah, the Celtics got him. Somebody said Miles could at least get rebounds. Still rage. That's all we need from a third big man. Our options are thin. Trying to tell you, Rage.
I'm almost thinking that Marks may not even go after a big man.
Yeah, like I said, shout out Swaggy. Swaggy said
I'm starting to think we're stuck with the fucking centers that we got.
Yeah. Like I said, like Sean Marks is worried about the guard or the scoring off the bench right now, because again, we don't know how we don't know when Harden's gonna come back. We don't know. Tyler Johnson might be done for the year. Chris Shields, we already know, is probably done for the year. Like, he's worried about replacing.
Chris Shields is not even gonna fucking play anyways.
Yeah.
Chris Shields, be honest, y'all. Fully healthy. Did y'all see Chris Shields on the court?
Yo, it's crazy.
Chris Shields reminded me of a young Darren Williams.
Yo, I'm this is really say whatever. This is say whatever. We gotta wrap this up quick. This is say whatever you.
The Brooklyn Darren Williams when he dropped 57. That's what I see.
Only Julian would say some shit like that. I've never heard like some crazy blasphemy. I've never heard anything like this before.
Yo, Michael Beasley.
Y'all were talking about Ike Anabogo.
Yeah,
bro. He 0.9.
Is he? I never heard of him before. Is he like how tall is he?
He is 6'10". He averaged a whopping 0.9 points per game and with 0.9 rebounds.
Oh my god! For his career?
Yes, but he's been in the league since 2017.
Wow!
Oh my god, man!
He's played a total of 12 games, and he's 6'10" with a wingspan of 7'6".
Wow.
Chiozza is not better than Tyler Hero. Die.
I'm taking Chiozza over
this
Tyler.
This chat is getting crazy, bro.
What is wrong with you?
Justin Lucker just said Chiozza is a bucket.
Tyler Hero dropped 30 in the playoffs.
Lero, you're so interested in the history, bro. What about what they're doing now? Huh?
He played fire in the.
What are they doing now? What is he doing now? He's shit now.
He's not shit now.
This is getting out of control. This chat is getting out of control right now.
I'd rather take Chris Chiozza.
This chat is getting out of control.
5'11" Chris Chiozza.
Bro, he literally dunked on him, bro. You're tripping, fam.
Hey, the only reason why I want Johnson back healthy is so I don't have to see TLC anymore.
TLC is so ass, bro. Can we? I don't even want to trade him for a bag of chips, bro. I would trade TLC for a bag of air. Like, he's so ass, bro.
It doesn't matter how healthy we are. He's still gonna manage to see the court because I don't know.
Somebody said
TLC is horrible. Yeah, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Sean Marks is first. Sean Marks' first priority. I think he's like worried about health first. He's worried about health first. Then I think he's worried about like the scoring off the bench, and then I think his center is probably his third problem, like his third. Because again, we have like I think he believes in Claxton and he believes in DJ at times, you know, and then he believes in Reggie Perry and them.
And he believes in the bodies that we got.
Yeah, Blake Griffin, Jeff Green.
He probably believes in Blake Griffin.
I think
Blake Griffin's fucking starting at center. I mean, he's definitely believing in him.
Yeah. But we'll see, like, what the contract that Mike James is going to get on Friday. We will see like what Sean Marks is thinking, because if he's signing him to a 10-day, that would tell us a lot. Like if he signed him to a 2-way,
Sham said it's a
10-day.
Signing to a 10-day.
Yeah,
that's what they're planning on.
Because I saw Mark.
So I'm going with what Shams is saying.
I saw Mark Stein say 2-way. So if it's a 10-day, then that tells you that Marks is probably like, okay, I want to see if Mike James gets buckets. If not, then I'll look somewhere else for another, I guess, a guard to replace him. Then if he signed him to a 2-way, then it's like, okay, I want Mike James. I'll waive Chiozza. Chiozza's done for the year. No, and I'll just replace that with Mike James instead of having Chiozza as our other 2-way.
And then that would be smart, because guess what? You can replace Aldridge with what's his name? With the center.
Exactly. That would mean that Sean Marks want another center on the team. If he puts Mike James as a 2-way, he would want, okay, I'm looking for another center. You know?
He's gonna have to get busy. He's gonna have to get busy real quick.
Yeah.
And he could make moves, like the moves that he could make for us. Like if he picks up people, it's just gonna make us better. It's not gonna make us worse. It just helps.
Mike Zeri, I would trade 3 black jelly beans and a grape swisher for TLC.
Yo, how rude.
TLC's horrible.
Somebody said Mo Lester. Who's that? Who's Vernon Carey? Who are these people? Who are these people you guys are naming?
I don't know.
Who are these people you guys are naming?
Vernon Carey was the guy who dropped 21 on us in the Hornets game.
Oh, that guy. Wow.
Yeah, the guy I've never heard of before in my life. Like, I didn't even know he was a person until, he manages to drop 21 on us because, it's the BrooklynNets.
Oh, my God. This really is a say whatever hour, man. People are just naming people Mo Lester. I don't know, man.
Mo Lester.
People are really naming anything now. Let's get Polo in here, man. Where's Polo at, man?
Perfect for saying anything time if you really.
Oh, there's fire. Wait. Firestorm just dropped up too, though. Firestorm just popped in.
Oh, not Firestorm. We were looking for you, man. We were trying to get you in here, Firestorm.
Firestorm, Firestorm. I will give it to you. You will be the first person up next stream. When we got people up, I'll let you in.
Yeah, we gave him a whole 10 minute.
Just hit me up on IG.
We gave him a whole 10-minute pause. It was like, was Firestorm in the chat?
Polo gonna come in here and
we was like before, bro. We was like, yo, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes and go in the waiting room, see what you doing, but it's whatever. Mike Zeri, appreciate having you on, bro.
Yeah, Mike Zeri, man, always a legendary Mike Zeri, man, legendary Mike Zeri.
Another continuous W colors. We got the Doc, we got Mike Zeri, and we got the controversial Polo coming up.
Yeah, bring up. We're gonna end the chat. End the chat. We're in the chat with Polo. We're in the chat with Polo because we all know. Somebody said bro caught the bait. Bruce had a big heart. TLC is literally our best forward. What? Yo, this is getting crazy.
Say anything.
Ban him right now.
I hate his name too, LaFraud James. Brisk JC said we should pick up Mike Ox. Oh my goodness, they're naming everything now. They're naming anybody in the chat now.
But AJ, I'm telling you, bro. Like, out of every comment, you just managed to pick that out.
Yo, this is crazy,
it's
bro.
Crazy.
Every comment is just. I'm gonna see like, yo, we should pick up DJ Khaled next. Like, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Is Polo in here? Where's Polo?
All right, Mike. Whatchamacallit? See you soon, bro.
All right, Mike.
All right, bro. Appreciate
Be safe,
it.
Mike.
Later, Mike.
Yep.
Polo about to have the chat jumping.
Jump around. Polo, get that mic.
He be spitting facts sometimes.
Yo.
Yeah, because he just likes to argue as much as you do.
Somebody said let's pick up Swaggy P.
I don't dislike.
Nah. Polo, what's up?
I have a Harden jersey. Good guys.
Somebody said.
My ass.
Somebody said Brandon Jennings. Oh my God, this is getting crazy. Yo, Polo, we gotta wrap this. This is getting crazy,
Brandon
bro.
Jennings is not a scrub. Don't relax on Brandon Jennings. That's
I like Brandon Jennings.
Little Uzi Vert. Stupid.
Somebody said Little Uzi. Oh my God, this is getting bad,
42
y'all.
Doug.
42 Doug, don't start that shit.
40.
That was so funny, bro. Oh my God.
Alvin Jr.
Yo, this is getting out of control.
AJ said he was planning to sign a 10-day contract with the Brooklyn Nets officially.
Yo, y'all are getting. Yo, Polo, man. Polo, you in here?
Wolo.
Now Polo want to disappear.
Hello. There he is.
You're real low, Polo.
Turn your mic up. Turn your mic up, Polo.
Can you hear me?
Turn your mic up a
Yeah,
little
but
bit
you're
more.
real low. We can hear you, but you're super low.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Nah, your mic is still down, bro.
Is it?
Yeah. Polo's having technical difficulties, y'all.
Boy, you sound like you in the other room.
Somebody said soft voice mic.
Cuz talking about pick up ass. How about now? About fat boy.
There you go.
There you go, Polo.
That's good now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polo, how did you feel about the game tonight, Polo?
I mean, it was a good game, you know. I felt like, you know, the guys were tired, you know. Like, Blake was tired. Blake looked tired today. Kyrie looked a little bit, even though Kyrie was, like, playing great.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit, you know, tired. But, you know, I feel like these games, like, especially these regular season games, I feel like they're like practice scrimmage. I heard like Marcellus Wiley since Speak For Yourself. He's like Brooklyn are basically like playing like practice in these games, like trying to figure each other. That KD and Harden out. They're just trying to like figure each other, trying to see like each other's move and stuff. So like when they go to the playoffs, they like know each other and have that chemistry.
Yeah,
these games are more like practice.
I saw that theory. I saw some theory out there that said like Harden was resting, or the Nets are arresting Harden. I was like, oh, come on, y'all. I don't know if that would be
why.
Like why would they do that? I mean, it's not like
I think.
No, go ahead, Paul.
I think he's really injured. I don't think.
Like I said, they wouldn't do that because, like I said, we need all the chemistry we can get right now. We need all the reps we can get right now with Harden and Kai and the boys. So it's like, why would it just sit him out for? You know what I'm saying? And y'all know, do y'all know how hard it is to like plug in to a playoff, like to not play the whole year and then just plug into the playoffs where it's like the most intensive basketball, everybody's focused, and you just plugged in without playing. Like it's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look.
Just look at the Clippers last year. That says it all. The Clippers last year.
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't want to be that team, bro. Because if we don't want to be in the Clippers, I mean, I don't think we're gonna be in that situation because we have 3 players who like want to win, and 3 of those players are better than Paul George. So I don't think we're gonna be in that situation. It's just injuries that's hurting us, not like because the Clippers, they didn't want to be there, and they didn't like. Apparently, like Montrezl and Lou Williams, like didn't like the way like Kawhi was managing.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's with that situation. These guys like want to win, but they're not healthy and shit. But yesterday, like the thing yesterday, like Yesterday I was watching the game and like, Kyrie, like I was like looking at Kyrie's face. He looked so like mad, but at the same, he looked mad and hungry at the same time. I'm like, oh, what's wrong with Kyrie? Hold on, like AJ.
Yeah.
That boy pushed Blake off him. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He looked mad. Like, just I don't know, like he looked so mad. For some reason.
Hold on, Polo, you're breaking up on the thing.
Optimus?
Yeah, Polo's breaking up, y'all. He's breaking up now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. He broke up for a little bit.
Yeah, you good? Make it on.
Wait, hold on. Let me read this comment. Somebody, yo, somebody said Ash Cash can give that guac in the final. Somebody, all right. Shout out to Eric Christie. He said Ash Cash could give that guac in the finals, but we need it. She would defend more than TLC.
My favorite's Justin Luckett said Julian's heavy breathing would produce more than TLC.
Bro, that's literally rage. I swear to God.
Yo, somebody said the Knicks just signed. Oh, shout out to Norvell Pell. He got signed to a multi-year deal with the Knicks. Nets legend. Wow, Norvell, the Nets legend, got signed.
Wow.
Shout out Norvell Pell.
We dropped the ball on that one, dude.
Yo, I told y'all I liked him. Everybody was like, no, you should have left. I like Norvell, man. I liked him, man. He's a Nets. Yo, my most watched video on YouTube is Norvell Pell, man. My most watched.
First round.
You said first round? Damn, son.
That's gonna be such a punish, though. Like, we gonna fucking beat that.
We'll see him in the first round. We'll see him in the first round.
He makes the Knicks better though, because you think about it, the Knicks are already number one defense team. Like they're the number one defense, so it's like they're gonna.
It's a sweep.
They're gonna like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but also that he will definitely affect their foul issues.
Yeah. I mean, they already got Nerlens. They got Nerlens, so they don't need to like give him mad minutes. But again, yeah, I like Norvell.
If Mitchell Robinson would have stayed healthy, they would have been a lot scarier.
Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, if they had Mitch, it would have been yeah. But Tom Thibodeau definitely needs Coach of the Year. You guys know I hate the Knicks with a passion, but Tom Thibodeau, he deserves that Coach of the Year because where he brought them from the trash, he brought them from the trash of the scum of the NBA. He's the scum of the NBA, and now they're in the playoffs. Like, and they have like the exact same team since last year. I think last year didn't change that much.
Yeah.
So, well, and you got Randall already coming out. I guess they won their overtime game, and Randall's giving an interview, and he's like, "New York, we're here." He's already like, "We're here."
Bro, well, I think what is that? 8 in a row.
Randall's kid does in fact hate the Brooklyn Nets.
8. What was that? They won 8 in a row.
I mean, hey, that's that 3-0. I hate that too.
He had 40 points tonight, 6 from 8 from 3.
Damn. Who did he play?
13. He had 11 rebounds. Randall is on some performance-enhancing drugs, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, who they play though?
Who were the Hawks?
Oh wow.
I don't care what.
Wow.
The bum-ass Hawks.
I don't care what. They bodied us. Yeah.
Just remember, we swept the Knicks, y'all. We swept the Knicks. Just remember that.
Yeah, we swept it.
Yeah.
Talking about New York, we here. Where you at? We 3-0'd you.
I'm surprised they're climbing up the standings though. I never thought I would see the day that the Knicks are above the Celtics. I never thought I would see that. And I'm really seeing the Knicks. I look in the standings and the Knicks are higher than the Celtics. And the Heat.
COVID kicked their fucking ass.
They're higher than the Celtics and they're higher than the Heat.
That's so sad.
I never thought I'd see the day. It's crazy.
I told everybody it wasn't Kyrie's fault, but they didn't believe me.
Well, the Celtics deserve it. All I gotta say.
Yeah, man. And they did Isaiah Thomas dirty. Fuck him, man.
You said they did Isaiah Thomas dirty?
And their fans are racist.
And their fans are racist. Fuck them. Bye. What's Yo, who's better between James Harden and Stephen Curry?
James Harden.
I'm taking Steph. I'm taking Steph. It's gonna be the same thing.
It's gonna be the same thing I've told you. And AJ, is it cool if I explain my opinion on this since it's Say Whatever Hour?
Yeah, go ahead.
So put James Harden on those Warriors teams. He wins the same amount or more championships than Steph Curry. James Harden is a more complete player. He sets up players way better than Steph Curry. James Harden can carry a team. Curry can't. James Harden would lead that Warriors team to at least a 6th seed.
No, not in the West.
Curry can't carry a team by himself, and guess what? It's proving it. No matter how good he does, no matter how good Curry does. No. Let me finish. No matter how good Curry does, he continues to be one. His team continues to lose. I mean, he's not that great. He can have like Harden. Look at he had a terrible team in 2016-17. And led them to the Western Conference Finals. Curry, with the terrible team, was one of the not the greatest teams. Like he's doing all right, but his team is losing. At the end of the day, they're the 9th seed.
Dude, you're saying
at the end of the day, Harden's Rockets were the only team to make the playoffs. I think it was 12 years in a row.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean. I do think
Curry can't do that. Curry can't do that with a bum ass squad.
I think if you swap Steph out, I do think he would win because it's like those situations was like, how can't you win? 2015 they was in, so I do think he would still win all of those. But I don't know. You can make the argument that Steph is better for a team because he's performed better overall. But you could say because like Russ is like a really good team carrier. But he doesn't gel with the team. So I wouldn't put Harden in that same category. I think he gels better with the team. But it goes back to just like, if Harden plays to potential, then he got it. But he struggles to do that, and Steph does it more consistently in the playoffs.
Okay. It's getting spicy now. We're talking.
I mean, that's how it is with every guard. Like, it's like James, okay, if you play to your potential in the playoffs, okay, you would be the best guard. The only reason it's that you can make the argument is because of playoff things. But Curry seems like he's been more consistent in the playoffs.
Let me read some of the comments. The comments are going crazy. The chat's going crazy now. Somebody said, I don't know about this, Rage. Somebody said Curry haters. Olin Marcus said, I wish we kept Norvell Powell, but the Knicks just got him. Yeah, we do. Yeah, he's a Nets legend. Norvell, Nets legend. Shout out Norvell. Rookie Trader said Curry is good and better than Harden. Somebody said we got to stop with the Curry hate. Somebody said put Harden on the Warriors right now. They're easily a playoff team. Oh.
I don't know. In the West with that team, I don't know, bro. You guys gotta understand. Curry's like the only offensive threat in this team. No one, not even Andrew Wiggins or Kelly Oubre.
It is disappointing though. Like with Curry, like every time he loses Clay, it's like the season is, the season's over. Like the season when he lost Clay the first time, we're like, okay, let's see if Curry can carry. Nope.
Lost 5 games in a row.
Yeah, the second time it's like.
And I swear to God, he faked that injury. I swear to God, he was like, I'm finna get exposed. Let me fake that. I swear to God. The tailbone fit. The season. Oh, yeah. Kyrie's first season.
He talking about when Curry
got fucked up 5 games in a row. He quote unquote broke his hand.
When Curry broke his hand, that's what he's talking about. When Curry broke his hand, he could have came back, I thought, but I feel like he didn't want to come back.
He didn't want to come back.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't want to come back.
But that's one thing I'm excited about the playoffs when everybody's back healthy, because even though they're on the same team, I can't wait to see how Kyrie and Harden play in the playoffs. Like, it's just going to be another one of those like good added conversations we're going to have about who's doing what, who's performing. But I do see Harden setting up KD and Kyrie quite a bit. So
Kyrie's probably the most skilled, talented point guard than Steph, Damian Lillard, and just skill wise, and Chris Paul. But skill. Just to reiterate, because people be like, no, just because you're more skilled at scoring than somebody, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a better scorer. But pure skill, like those players don't stack up. Just on the offense side, like on just a scoring tip, they don't.
So if you had an option to take Curry or Kyrie, you would take Kyrie?
That's tough.
Yeah, because I've seen him.
I would take Curry. I would take Curry.
I know, but I've seen him shit on him. Like, if you go look back at games, I was telling Ray this last night, but I sent something to him in the chat, and it's like the finals. It was 2015 game 1 when he got his knee fucked up. It was the Christmas game. Like 90% of the time they played in that Cleveland era, 90% of the time Kyrie outplayed him, or they played the same. And it's like that's a red flag to me. I mean, the 2016 was the one time that it was really even, and Kyrie just shitted on him. He shits on Curry so much.
Yeah.
So and that's at 20. That's at 22, 23, 24.
That's crazy.
Curry is in his prime at the time, so that's why I would take Kyrie. Curry, he got little choking problems too. You feel me? And you see how he's struggling right now. But I respect somebody.
He said he's a choke artist, y'all. He said Curry be the choke artist. Damn, y'all.
He's not like he do be choking sometime though. That 2016, that's unacceptable because your team was so much better. It's unacceptable.
He did choke in the
unacceptable.
Somebody said I'm taking Kyrie every time. Shustin Luckett said he's taking Kyrie. Katsukuri Lee said Harden would make Wiggins look like an all-star. Ooh.
Shit.
Somebody said
he would have to set up drives for that man. He not hitting him because Wiggins not finna shoot.
Yeah.
Wiggins is not shooting good. I don't care if you put God on that team. I don't care if his guy set him up. He's not gonna be shooting good. Like, but I think he could get him into the paint. Like, he could have plays to get him into the paint more. But
yo,
you know.
I was gonna say that everybody see that Devin Booker really disrespected the Sixers like that. he hit a shot clock shot and then he just waved his finger like no.
Yo, don't be surprised if the Suns go far, bro. Don't be surprised.
Yo, the Suns, I like the Suns this year.
Don't be surprised.
They're the Cinderella sleeper team, man. They're gonna be the sleeper team, yo. Watch. The Suns are gonna be the sleeper team in the West. Jay already said Kyrie always outplay him. That's a fact.
He do. I swear. If you look at all the games they played, it'd be like it's like he won like 85% of the matchups. He outplays him. He gets more steals than him. He blocks the fuck out of him. He outscores him. He gets more assists. I'll send it to you later, AJ. But like I'm dead serious. Like regular season and postseason, he be shitting on that man. 1-on-1.
Yeah. Who's the better point guard between LeBron James and James Harden? If that matchup happens in the
just a better pure point guard, and the only reason I say LeBron is because he's been a point guard majority of his whole career. Like James Harden has been like a real point guard only this season, so it would be disrespectful to just say James Harden is a better point guard overall off one season. Because if we said Bradley Beal, because Bradley Beal averaging 35.
Yeah.
If we said Bradley Beal was a better scorer than James Harden, everybody would get their pitchforks and they would riot. Yeah. So just like, you know, he gotta put in his hours in the dojo. He gotta put some more years into being a type of player.
I gotta look up the assist totals, like the assist like you gotta run down Harden's assist every year and then LeBron's assist. But I'm taking LeBron because LeBron, like I said, LeBron just has that passing gift. Like he has that God-given. He has a God-given passing gift, bro.
Might be the best passer.
Yeah, he might. Like I said, bro, he has that God-given passing gift. Like he just knows what people are gonna do.
I don't know, dude. You must not remember. You must not have been watching Jason Kidd.
I said might be. I'm not saying, but it's arguable.
No. He's a great. He has great. He has great court vision and can pass, but he definitely is not the best passer of all time.
John Stockton,
like
Chris Paul.
John Stockton.
I said it's
John Stockton averaged 15 assists at one point.
You must not have been watching the Nets when Jason Kidd was there, because that.
I said it's arguable. I'm not saying it's set in stone, but some people say like OG NBA fans who've been watching it. Some people, like the analysts, say that LeBron might be, and he is in the conversation for the best passer, best point guard, playmaker, floor general. You could say it all. Like he is in the argument. He's at least top 3. But yeah, I didn't forget about them. Jason Kidd, I think, has the assist record, doesn't he? Or he's number 1 or 2.
No, I'm pretty sure his number. I think John Stockton.
I think John Stockton's number 1, right?
There.
John Stockton's number 1, right?
I'll find out.
Yeah.
Rondo's up there too.
I think LeBron's like number 15 on the list.
It goes John Stockton, then it goes Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, and then Mark Jackson is right behind him with one assist lower.
Wait, so crazy. Jason Kidd's number 2?
Let's see. We got number 5, Chris Paul, Magic Johnson, 6, Oscar Robertson 7, LeBron James is 8, Isaiah Thomas is 9, Gary Payton's 10.
Oh wow!
And those players, bro, are just not gonna get touched, because there's nobody in the league anymore. Like the age of the real point guard is over, so those players are not gonna get touched.
Yeah. One of the things John Stockton's got 3,000 more than Jason Kidd.
Yeah, I don't think LeBron's nobody's gonna catch John Stockton. Nobody's gonna catch him.
No. Jason Kidd and John Stockton might be safe for quite a long time.
LeBron will get top 5, but the reason I say LeBron is higher, just even more, even though he's number 7 assists, is because of that the Cavs team when he was younger, when he was young, 21, 22, that he took to the finals, and then he did it again as an old man. And I don't think that nobody else up there has a stat like that. Nobody has an accomplishment like that. So I'm not saying he's number 1, but I'm saying that man. I think that man top 3 just in terms of all around playmaker. I think he's top 3. He's crazy.
I just said that because in the finals, Harden has to outplay LeBron James in the point guard role. That's why. If they meet in the finals,
I mean, he could stack up and get shit on.
Anybody knows Joe Harris got dunked on? I forgot he got dunked on tonight. Oh my god! Joe Harris got OG Anunoby dunked on Joe Harris. Yeah. DJ dunk was worse, but Joe Harris got dunked on. Yeah.
So one crazy thing about DJ, if y'all were watching basketball mid 2010s, DJ was one of the best centers during that time, and he had 2-time all defensive first team and a 2-time rebounding leader, and now look at him. He was averaging 14 rebounds at one point.
Still in his prime too. He's still in his prime today.
Wow.
LeBron will need 621 more assists to break into the top 20. I mean, top 5.
Yeah, he's gonna get top 5 for sure.
You think he's gonna get top 5?
621. That means
he's gonna average 10 assists. He's gonna average 10 at least every from coming out.
Oh damn!
Because I don't see him playing more than 2 more seasons personally.
No, he's gonna. He said that he wants to play.
I see him going to 38.
You think?
Yeah, he said he wants to play with his son.
That means he's gonna have to probably go to some boo-boo team to fucking play with him.
Jay already said
he's still gonna be straight. He's not gonna be elite, but he's still gonna be straight. He's still average.
What does Bronny even do now? I thought he was a part of fucking FaZe.
He is, but he's still training.
Brisk said Harden is more skilled than LeBron, and Jay already said Harden led the league in assists 2 years ago, and now this year. And then somebody said Chris Paul. Somebody said Julian's high. Just look at DJ did that man dirty, and
there's a lot of players who's more skilled than LeBron in the league.
Talk about it, okay?
Yeah, that's true. Even though
I can name 5.
Is Harden more skilled than LeBron James?
Yeah,
no bullshit.
Yeah, scoring wise, no. LeBron has a deeper bag for sure. Harden, bro, he literally has 4 things that he scores off. Just unbiased, LeBron does have LeBron has a post.
No.
Do you think Iverson's a better scorer than?
Remember that post fadeaway that LeBron did against us? It was almost by the 3-point line. There was no time left, and he just manages to make it.
LeBron is a better scorer. I'm not saying that, but just on some tools in the bag, LeBron has more tools in the bag.
Basically, you're saying he's more efficient than James Harden in scoring, right?
That too, but just skill. No, I'm not even talking about it. I'm just talking about shots, just moves. And just tools in the bag. He's more versatile. Yeah. That doesn't mean he's a better scorer than James Harden, but he is more skilled.
That's the problem with James Harden. He doesn't have different things like mid-range, post up. I mean, he still dominate, but imagine if he did that, he would be more
he would be a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree with what they're saying in chat, saying Kyrie is the most skilled player in the league or all time.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he's not.
How is he the most skilled player besides his dribbling? And people can dribble like that and do more with
he can shoot and he can do. He has crazy handles, but he's not. He's not the greatest
right now.
He's not the greatest. He's not the best passer. He can pass.
No. Somebody said of all time. Somebody said of all time.
He's still up there for sure. He's top 3.
Whoa.
You think Kyrie's more skilled than Harden on offense?
Wait, so what is most skilled? We gotta define what most skilled means. What does most skilled mean to y'all? Chat. Please tell us what does most skilled mean, chat.
No, chat. I need to know. Yeah, chat. We need to know from chat because we're just making something up now. I need to know.
What are you talking about? What does offense mean?
But first, Justin Luckett said most skilled player in the league, and then Black Obito said Kyrie is the most skilled player of all time. I would.
He is in that argument though. Like all around, like
not all time, but
defense
all around.
He's not that. So that takes him out of there. Passing, he's okay. Handling and shooting,
he's talking about offense. Yes, he's talking about offense.
Harden does a lot of things better on offense than Kyrie does.
What is offense though? What is offense? That's what I'm asking you. What's offense?
Harden,
3-level scorer,
setting people up.
Okay, no. When people say Kyrie is the most skilled off, they're not talking about passing. They're not. They're talking about scoring. So who is a more talented scorer? And that's not even close.
But then you're talking about offensive player. You just said offensive player.
Okay,
offensive player requires
somebody.
Most people.
Here's a good definition.
Most people that say offense, they're not thinking about passing.
Joey SP right here. Joey SP said no flaws. Most skilled means no flaws in your offensive game at all. No flaws. So that goes with passing, scoring, shooting. And then you got 3-level scorers, so you can score at all 3 levels. You can pass, you can finish, and that's it, right? Yeah, you can pass, you can shoot.
The only thing Kyrie cannot do is dunk. So it's not really. If you want to put assists in there, then you could put assists in there. But even then, it's like his bag is so much bigger than so much. I mean, James Harden literally has 4 ways to score. 4.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
4. Like
they work.
4. Like that's not exaggerating. Okay, but we're not talking about ways. We're talking about what we're talking about bag.
Okay. If you're talking about bag, but I was gonna say those 4 ways right there led him to 54 points.
Okay, I get that. That's why I said there's 2 separate lists. I have a most skill score and a most, and just score however you get the numbers is however you get the numbers, and then I average them together.
Oh, okay. If we're talking about wholly on offense, I'm taking Harden. If you're talking about wholly on scoring, I'm taking Kyrie because Kyrie has a bigger bag on scoring.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Because if you're gonna say if we're ranking most skilled right now in the league, I'm putting KD first, and then I'm putting KD and Kyrie. And then I'm gonna put I'm thinking about the 3 most skilled, right? So I'm thinking you could put LeBron in there. You could put Devin Booker. What about Devin Booker? He's elite.
Put him in there.
Devin Booker, 3-level scorer. Dame, you can put Dame in there. Damn, I'm thinking about skill though.
But yeah, the skill, like undoubtedly, like right now, it will be KD. And Kyrie, like literally the only thing Kyrie can't do is just dunk, and he probably still has a couple more shots than KD, like the Kobe moves he does. So it's like real close between them two. You could say KD, or you could put Kyrie. You could put Kyrie or KD.
There's a
Bradley Beal.
Undisputed pretty much, but like there's a lot of other guys that that are in the conversation, like Kawhi, Tatum, Donovan Mitchell.
Somebody said Bradley Beal. If we're talking scoring, then I'm not gonna put Tatum in. I'm not gonna put Tatum and Kawhi in there.
Why?
I'm gonna put Tatum and Kawhi in there.
Why not Tatum?
Because they have I think they don't at all 3 levels. I don't know if they're gonna be I don't know if Tatum's that he's not there yet. Tatum's not there yet.
But all time skill scorers, I would put Kobe, and then MJ, then KD, and then Kyrie. Am I wilding? Pure skill. And you could make the argument for Kyrie. Skill. I'm not.
I agree.
Yeah.
Are you talking about scoring? Are you talking about skills on scoring? Is that what you're talking about?
Skills on scoring.
Skills on scoring.
Yes, I agree.
And you can make the argument that Kyrie is better from the third level than MJ, and you could put him 3. You really could. You could put him 2, but just pure skill. Not getting numbers, not however you get 50, you get 50. Like just pure skill. Like bro, he top 3.
Somebody said Curry. Would you put Curry in there?
Yeah, Kobe. I'm still ranking MJ above Kyrie, but it goes Kobe, Kyrie.
But that's fair. But he's top 4 regardless.
No. Kobe, MJ, KD, and then Kyrie.
That's fair. You know what I'm saying? But he's top 5 though. He's one of the best offensive. And the only reason, if he could dunk, he might be number 1. If he could dunk, he might be 1. That's the only thing that those 3 players have against him.
What about Curry?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He's not top 5.
It's more shooting. He's more of a shooting player.
Maybe he falls towards like 9 or 10.
If Curry had a mid range, then I'll put him up there. He can't score. He don't really score that mid range.
I'll give him a cool 7 to 8, probably 8.
I'm gonna throw in what Mike Zeri said. Luka in a few seasons is gonna be one of those dudes.
Yeah. He needs to work on his career.
Dude, I'm giving Mike Zeri that because Luka has got a bag of skills that just. Yeah. I mean, he came out right from the beginning, just putting it on people. So
he's top in the league right now.
I keep forgetting that dude is a kid. Like he just looks like he's been in the league for like 4 years already. That dude's gonna be shitting on people in another season or 2, like something fierce.
He gonna be top 10 score. Maybe he might even be top 10 scorers too. But just pure skill, he's one of the best in the league right now.
He got to work on his 3-point shooting though. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
because his 3-point shooting is really bad.
He's gonna be nasty.
Yeah, he is. He is though. Like I say, he's so young. He's only what is he like 20, 21, 22?
I know. I don't know. He's super young.
He's like 22.
Yeah. Somebody said LeBron is. Yeah, I guess I was capping. I don't think LeBron is. Yeah, he's not the most skilled. Somebody said he's skilled at getting the refs to give him fouls.
He's one of the most skilled right now. But I think if we went through it, I don't think he would be top 10, maybe top 15. Because he when you really like examine it, like he's still one of the most. He is still skilled,
right now, yeah. Like I said, but he can't score at all 3 levels like the guys we're naming.
Yeah, he's not fucking with KD or Kyrie. Like he just in the ways that he's
not touching them.
Yeah. Luka is only 22 years old. Holy shit.
Yeah, Luka's 22. He will be. He's one of the most skilled players right now. He's like one of the last shot creators. Like just pure craftiness. He's amazing. I forgot all about him. I might have to put him 4 behind KD, Kyrie, and he might be 3 or 4. Like he's that good. He needs to work on his consistency and his efficiency. But other than that,
his threes. He's not really good. He's not good at shooting threes. He shoots a lot of them though, but he's not good at shooting threes right now.
Damn, he's 6'7" too.
Yeah. Like I said, he is mad time. Melo. Forgot about Melo. Forgot about Melo.
Melo top 10. Melo top 10.
Shout out DJ Kazan for Melo.
Iverson. No. That's not. We're not talking about Iverson. What? I thought we were talking about
skill. He might be top 10 too.
I loved Carmelo, but my only beef with Carmelo is as soon as that ball got to him, it never went anywhere else. He was one of them. He was a what do you call it?
Ball stopper.
Like when the ball was rotating.
He was the most ball dominant player we've ever seen.
One of the best looking shots, but yeah, as soon as that ball went to him, you were living or dying.
He's just a ball dominant player. He's just
players like him and Kobe. Players like him and Kobe make Kyrie look like the greatest point guard of all time, but they did not pass. There's a clip of Kobe where there's 4 players on him, and he's like just cross half court, and he still doesn't pass it to his teammate. He take the last shot.
Yeah, let me wrap this up. Let's get crazy now. Let's get crazy. Everybody's like, okay. Appreciate you, Polo. I just wanted to bring Polo in for the say whatever. You know, we're going on rants now.
That's the perfect perfect time to have him in because y'all be going crazy on him whenever he speaks his piece on Harden or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Polo was a little tame tonight compared to last time.
Polo was tame tonight.
Yeah, Polo was chill tonight.
No, people think I hate James Harden. I don't, bro. I'm just honest, dude. He's so fun to watch, but I'm just being honest, you know.
Nah, I feel you, bro.
Yeah. So you gotta be honest.
I respect it. I respect it. No matter how much I disagree with you, I respect it.
Yeah. Everybody gotta respect each other's opinion.
Yeah.
And respectfully disagree and give the reason why they disagree.
Yeah.
Yep. I respectfully disagree that Kyrie is better than Shannon.
I do want Patrick Beverly.
This is getting out of control, man. All right, Polo, man. What's your last words, Polo?
I'd rather release Kyrie and keep Shioza.
I might want Isaiah Thomas, low key.
Oh my God.
Maybe even. Oh, you know who shit on James Harden? Man, let's get Nate Robinson, man. Get James Harden off the team, bro.
Shioza's better than all those guys.
Chad, I'm sorry about this, Chad. I'm sorry about this, Chad.
You know what's the funny thing though? I was like watching the Warriors and Wizards game, and then this guy was saying like, the Nets and Philly don't want to see the Wizards in the first round. I was like, bro, they're like the Nets don't want to see the Wizards in the first round because Russell and Bradley Beal are gonna be like hard to stop in the playoffs. Something like that.
They'll be difficult to stop, but they just don't have the team.
They're the least. They're the least. Like, bro, they have the worst future out of any team in the history of basketball. And the Kings rank up with them.
I will say this about the Wizards, though. The Wizards will tire you out. They will tire a team out. We may beat them. They may get swept. They may not, but they will tire you out, which is my only concern about them. They will.
I don't understand how you're such a low seed with Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal.
I'm saying I don't get that.
Bad.
Because the rest of
they have no future. They're not, and they're at the 10th seed, bro. They're in the worst position. You're getting a lottery pick. You're not getting a top pick.
Russell Westbrook will want to beat KD though. We see it all the time how he plays when KD there. So they might win a game, but if you don't have a good bench or good role players, bro, like it's over. Like you have to have something decent. You got to have something decent. You know, if it's just not gonna work.
So Westbrook is that type. Russell Westbrook is that type of guy. He believes that if his team is the 8th seed, they can still go far in the playoffs. He has that mindset.
I mean, he's a good team carrier, but he's just hard to incorporate. Yeah. Right? He's hard, and I think Harden's better than him because Harden is a good team carrier, but he incorporates into a team better. Like it's a difference. Like you could be a team carrier, bro, and just not be good in another setting.
He's
because
yeah.
All right, AJ.
Yeah, my fault. Appreciate everybody in the chat. I was texting. Yo, yeah, bro. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Yo, Polo, what are your last words, man, to the Nets Nation before we out here?
This was not a good game, but these guys are tired. But at the end of the day, I believe these guys are gonna get the job done. Kyrie, Harden, KD. The only thing that matters is that they're on the same page, and the page is to win the championship. And if they keep that mindset, the rest of the team is gonna follow, and that's gonna bring success. So
yeah, that's facts.
That's the key. Yeah. So see you guys.
I appreciate you for coming up, bro.
Right. Yep. Have a good one.
Have a good one, Poe. All right, man. Somebody said Mike Zeri. Yeah, Mike Zeri. Yo, appreciate Mike Zeri for coming up too, yo. Thanks for coming up, Mike.
And Doc.
Oh, and Doctor today. Yeah, make sure you guys watch. If you didn't see what Doctor said, make sure you guys watch the stream back. Doctor really gave out his Doctor.
Great interpretation. You'll understand a lot more of what the LaMarcus Aldridge injury, the James Harden injury, and the Shioza injury.
Yeah. All three. Appreciate Dr. S for coming up, yo. Yes, Nets World.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever you guys, Rage, whoever you guys want to say last words.
Andre Drummond is not a top 20 center.
Oh my god! Every stream he reminds
I'm
us.
telling you, that's my new saying. Andre Drummond, no matter until the season's over, you know what? For the rest of the time you do streams, Andre Drummond is not a top 20 center. He can have 30 and 20, and I will still the same night. I will say the same thing. You will get the same statement out of me, and I firmly believe it.
Yo, that's great. Yo, you see what I put on the screen with Kyrie's? That's me every time I look at the Discord server. Every time I look at the Discord, that's my reaction. Every time I look at the Discord server, that's my reaction. What Kyrie's doing right now, just praying. Like, what is he guys doing? What are these guys saying?
We look just in distress.
Yeah, I just look stressed, man. I'm just stressed. Appreciate all my moderators. Isaac, appreciate Isaac. Justin Lucky, my guys.
I need to know where Jake Jones has been, bro. This man has just been nowhere.
Yeah, man. I might have to. I don't know, man. Jake Jones been disappearing on us. Jake Jones been disappearing on us.
He says random shit. Like he just says like whatever to get somebody angry. I don't understand. Like no way y'all actually saying this, bro.
Yeah. Saint, what you got? Yeah, Saint, what's your last word, Saint?
Hey, we just gotta stay healthy. We gotta hold that ship. We gotta hold it together, man. We are limping into the finish line for the season. Yeah. We just gotta hope. I'm kind of reserved the fact that I'm not expecting us to win that too many games towards the end of the year. I will definitely enjoy them, but I'm not gonna let them bug me as much as it would have been in the early of the year. Because right now, I don't even care if we get the second seed. I don't care what seed we get. I just want us to get into the damn playoffs healthy so we can do our thing. Outside of that, I don't really give a shit what happens the rest of the year as long as people don't get injured and come back from injury. Yeah. That's just where my head's at.
Yeah, I agree. Everything you said, bro. Health first. You know what I'm saying? Health first.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it's all about hoping players are healthy, man. Because it's getting out of hand. Where it's like every day I watch a game or I wake up and I look at that news, I'm like kind of like half eye open, like kind of don't want to see what's there.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron Brahane said you're saying for you, Saint. He said mixed with a little Jersey swag.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Good game. We lost, but there was some positive to take away. You know.
Yeah.
The fact that we competed with that caliber of team is cool.
Yeah.
Don't lose hope. We still gonna win some games. We undermanned. We're undermanned right now. Mm-hmm. You know, but it's cool. We still gonna win some games. Harden's gonna come back probably like before playoffs or round one. Don't trip. You know, KD and Kyrie can handle anything round one and round two. So don't worry. He's gonna be back. Maybe round two at the latest of latest, unless he goes for surgery, then that's a L. But we good. Don't lose faith. Don't give up on the team. You feel me? And stop over exaggerating.
Facts.
And
don't panic. Everybody,
James
don't panic.
Harden is not top 25.
Oh my God! Everybody. First, we got Drummond. We got the Drummond reminder, and then we got the James Harden reminder. Appreciate
the Drummond one is facts, though. You can't lie.
Harden would have won the game tonight. That's all I'm saying. Good night.
Lie.
Oh my God! All right, yeah. I'll see y'all next time, man. Friday.
There y'all.
Yeah, Friday. That's Nation. Yeah, that's what again, appreciate everybody that be tuning in. Appreciate all the love. Make sure you guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram at NetsKingdom711. Hit me up on there. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out so people can see the stream. Run it back. We got really good information from the doctor tonight. So, again, appreciate the doctor coming up. So hit the like button so people can see the stream. And if you want to get on here, if you want to talk about the Nets, make a Discord and then DM Rage at Nets. Go on and make a Discord. Go download the Discord app then DM Rage on Instagram, and his Instagram is netsnetwork_. You DM Rage, tell him you want to be on the show, and then he'll get you on the Discord, and you guys can talk your talk or talk whatever you want about the Nets. Okay, y'all. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Lex Luger. Lex Luger said TLC gonna be Finals MVP. Brisk JC. Clax, KD, Shields, Harden, and Tyler out. Yeah. The good news is Friday. So Friday we might be seeing Mike James get signed finally, and then also KD might actually be play. He might play Friday. We don't know. I saw Steve Nash say KD could possibly play Friday, so it could be the return of KD. Yeah, we go hard. You already know. As always, we go hard. Somebody said low-key upset. Why are you upset? Thanks for appreciate Muhammad. Yeah, appreciate you. Brisk JC, appreciate you. AD's making his debut. F AD, man. I don't need no. Hope the Lakers lose. Yeah, good night. Yeah, good night, Isaac. Yeah. So we're still waiting on Claxton. Nash. Well, the reports are saying that he's still going under testing. So hopefully in the next few days, Claxton will be able to play. We definitely need Claxton back. It would be really nice to have Claxton and KD back on Friday. You know what I'm saying? If Mike James could play, hopefully Mike James can play too. I think they said Mike James was already quarantining. He was already quarantining, so he should be. Maybe he'll be available too. Who knows? Might see Mike James in there. And I made a video. I made a Mike James video, guys. So let me know should I make another Mike James video. I mean, I made a Mike James video like a couple days ago. So if you guys haven't seen that, check that out. I don't know. Should I make another one since it's official now? I don't know. I think there's not really much to be said about him. Somebody said, will Clax be back? Yeah, in the next few days. Hopefully. Well, but somebody said I think Clax will be out till next week. Yeah, I said best case scenario, I say Friday. But again, we don't know. Maybe next week. Because Reggie Perry came back, so I don't see why. If Reggie Perry came back, I don't see why Clax can't come back. Because the Nets lost, bro. No, the game, we shouldn't be upset. This is, I guess, again, we only have 8 guys, and we competed with a fully healthy Raptors team. It's a good Raptors team. They're going to be in the play-in. They might be in the playoffs. So it's like, we competed. So that's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have enough. We don't have enough to beat them. Like I said, Kyrie can't do it by himself. Yeah, we go hard. Shout out Marlon Star Killer. Somebody said more Pell content. I hate y'all. I'm going to sleep. I hate you guys. Somebody said more Pell content. Oh my god. I can't believe that is my most watched video on here, y'all. Norvell Pell is the most watched video in Nets news. Unreal. You can't make that up. You just can't make it up. You can't make it up. You cannot make things like that up, man. Alright, my guys. Like I said, please hit the like button on your way out. Follow me on Instagram at NetsKingdom711. And also make a Discord. Get up on here so y'all can talk it out. Talk up on Nets Nation. You know what I'm saying? Next time I'll have more people come up. Because a chunk of the time, I forgot about Doctor today. We had Doc on today. So maybe next show I'll have more people call in. Just hit Rage Up. You guys gotta hit Rage Up. And then get on Discord. Okay, y'all. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Nets Nation, Nets World. We